Good Thursday evening, Midlands. I'm Chief Meteorologist Efren Afante, and overall, our weather conditions in the capital city was pleasant throughout the day. In downtown Columbia, we started off a low of 63 degrees and managed to reach a high of 84, while at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport, we started off at 61, ended up with a high of 83. And even as we got into the early part of the evening over the capital city, we had a little bit more cloud coverage, 82 degrees. Dew point at 61 degrees, so still just a little bit humid, but the wind shifted out of the southeast at about 13 miles an hour. There's really not a lot to our forecast because our weather has been pretty much the same for the last 3 days. Well, you can see we've got a northeasterly flow that is bringing a little bit of drier air, although the cloud coverage, though, if you've noticed, in the upper levels are moving from southwest to northeast. The bottom line, our weather's really not going to change much as it hasn't been over the last 2 days. So in the morning, we'll start with partly cloudy skies. We're looking at a low of 67. And as we say, partly sunny throughout the day, we're going to reach a high of 85 degrees. Now, a lot of things have happened throughout the day today with the National Hurricane Center. Early this morning, an 8 o'clock update, National Hurricane Center ramped up the possibility of that tropical complex to 50% of development. Well, by 2 o'clock this afternoon, they kicked it up to 70%. Well, now, forget about that 70%. As of 5 o'clock, we now have Tropical Depression number 2. Sustained winds are at 35 miles an hour. It's barely moving 2 miles an hour to the west-northwest. Its position is about 300 miles to the northwest of Fort Myers, Florida. All indication from the National Hurricane Center and from model trajectory is that instead of heading north, it's going to head south. And as it does, through the weekend and by Sunday morning, as an area of low pressure degraded, it'll be somewhere off the northern coastline of the western tip of Cuba. It's not going to be making a landfall in the United States. But now that we know where it's going, our weather is going to be noticeably different. On Saturday, partly sunny, very humid and warm, a high of 89 degrees, a brief cool down on Sunday as we reach a high of 83. On Monday, it's going to be humid as we get up to a high of 87 degrees, and with that humidity in place, on Tuesday, maybe an afternoon pop-up storm like we do during the summer. It's going to be famously hot and humid, a high of 91. Another chance for afternoon pop-up storms on Wednesday with a high of 87. And then on Thursday, we still deal with the partly sunny skies as we reach a high of 88 degrees.